Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry we've been out for a little bit. We just had some, work to take care of. Today we're back. We're gonna just do a quick video, or just at least um, how to install a prop seal on either a Continental or Lycoming. Same process. There is Leilani, stop. There is several types of seals. You got your split seal and a solid seal, just one piece. The solid ones, there's a special tool. Looks like almost like a little boomerang with the handle. That one you slide in there, and it pretty much just stretches the seal over the flange of the prop. Which I like those better, just because there's no slit in it. But some companies or some engines don't offer a solid one. They make them only split, just like this one here. This one has a split seal, which right now we have them pre-soaked. It's much easier to actually slide it in the hole, the opening, versus installing it dry. I like the manual actually tells you to just soak it in some hot water, just to make it more pliable. So today this one's gonna be a split seal, so it's not as difficult as the other ones. You don't need any special tooling. All it just require, just make sure you clean the mating surfaces and the crank side of it. Make sure there's no gouging in there, because a lot of people, when they clean it, they accidentally gouge it without seeing it, and no matter what, you're gonna get leaks out of that. So today we're just, like I said, letting that soak for a little bit just to get more pliable. This Shane already cleaned this out, so it's ready to go. It's clean and prepped. So there's a service letter that shows you how to install this properly. They suggest several acceptable adhesives or sealants to put on the actual seal. What I like to use is the Plio-Bond. I like using the Plio-Bond because it's one of those that if you're out doing in a field or something, someone calls you up, this dries pretty much within the half hour to an hour. You could start it up and it's fully cured. They have several, cured time sealants. There's some that you have to let it sit for 24 hours or whatever. But I like using the quick one, just get that airplane back and running quick. So yeah, just like I said, if you guys like this content, just hit like, subscribe, and we'll continue to offer these for you guys. So we're just gonna install that, and then we'll come back and see how it went. Thank you.
While the prop seal was taking time to cure, we moved to the back of the airplane, and Oscar used that time to insert new bushings into the rudder. Unfortunately, we couldn't get videos of us actually inserting the prop seals. It's a two-person job. One person squeezing the seal into place as the other one pushes the seal into where it needs to seat. It's definitely a tough job as you're on the clock once you put the sealant on the outside ring of the seal. Make sure with these split seals, you put the open part of the seal on top. The first thing that you should do is put the silver spring onto the crank and then insert the seal 12 o'clock with the open end facing up, and then work from the top down, from the open side down around the prop flange.
Hey, welcome back, guys. We ended up installing the brand new crank seal. Like I said, those are my favorite, the split ones, but we got it in there. It was a little troublesome when you actually meet up and then try to push it in there because they're a little bigger than the actual diameter of the hole. So you fight with it a little bit, but we got it in there. New prop seal, so we ended up putting our brand new prop we have also, and a nice little spinner cap, and I guess a couple of you guys were asking, I guess what we have total so far invested in it. It's actually not much. We purchased this right here off the field here in Glendale. We ended up buying it for $7,000 with everything included, brand new prop, engine, and all the wings, everything how you see it now. So it's all complete. It's just we're just assembling it right now. So we're finding little things that we're replacing, obviously seals or gaskets that we've been needing, and all the hardware, we're replacing all the wing hardware to mount the wings. Same with the rudder and all the fins and stuff. We did the upholstery. We got the upholstery already done. We just need to slap it in there. So far, what we have invested, the purchase price $7,000 for the actual airplane, and we have miscellaneous is about $1,500 to $2,000 maybe. That's including all the upholstery stuff and miscellaneous parts. We did our biggest buy was the STC oil filter conversion. Since these didn't have this external filter that just has a little finger screen in the back, we just decided to upgrade to the STC oil filter conversion. So that was the big money right there so far with our budget. It was like $400 something bucks. So the rest of the stuff, it was just like I said, gaskets, all that. We replaced all the gaskets for the engine, miscellaneous, the filter, and little things here and there that we need to put it back together, like all the bolts and stuff. So we got about maybe $2,000 in parts that so far we bought for it, plus the $7,000. So we're under $10,000 so far. We're going to be a little bit more once we get the avionics. We have a bunch of avionics stuff that we're going to throw in there that we don't need to purchase. But the actual instruments, we are going to throw in some two GI 275 from Garmin. That's going to be our instruments up front. So that's going to be the other big purchase price. But it's one of those that we could have went another route, but we decided just making it nicer and more modern with the nice avionics.
And that hint to that, you can see where Oscar's got rid of the vacuum.
Yes, yeah.
These are gone, so no vacuum system in this, so saving some weight there.
Save some weight, and like I said, we have all the wiring, so we're gonna reroute all the, install some new wirings, get rid of this old stuff, all brittle, broken and stuff. So it's gonna be a nice airplane when we're done, and so far we are under budget. So like I said, today we just wanted to get the prop on there. I got the rudder on, a bunch of other little things here and there we're replacing. So yeah, we'll keep you guys up to date. Next one is we're gonna start doing the wiring for all the avionics. Shane's here is gonna build all the harnesses for the radios, the comms, and transponder and all that stuff. So that's gonna be on the next video. So yeah, if you guys are interested some more, so just keep on hitting the like and subscribe, and we'll keep you guys up to date with this project. Thank you guys.